Yes, so today is the day we, working on the Lamborghini. We're doing rear differential overall. We're doing otherwise known as rebuild. So now we're rebuilding this differential. We're changing seals and gaskets and O-rings because the customer complained about differential leak. So we're doing a differential rebuild. I can't really talk on work, so just look as I go along. All right, thanks. Huh?
You said make a small pot?
Yeah, I make big pot, just make. So they could just me get to eat and then anybody pass through then can get some to eat. You know what I make now? A big old pot. Okay, yeah, so there you go. You know, first thing we do, we always make sure you start the bolts in sequence.
Huh?
And then you go back around one more time and you recheck them just to make sure you get everything. Because doing one bolt at a time, you just ensure that you know you do everyone. So what I do, I do in stages. I'm 2 in each rack, you know, so because this is a 6 bolt axle, so I do 2 on each rack first, and then I go around, set my impact wrench to my torque sequence, and then I go around one more time and torque those bolts properly. And I always recheck my work, you know, just to make sure, you know, everything is done right, and you know, doesn't fail on the customer on the road, because you know you're never too certain. And always, you know, make sure you check your work when you do your work. At Daily Mobile Auto Repair, we always make sure we check the work, make sure everything is fine before we put the vehicle out on the road. Do a safety check, and you know, just to make sure everything is okay. So we do that, and you know, after we do everything, so you know, I do the right side, so now I'm gonna do the left side. So stay tuned for the next part of the video. I'm gonna give you some insight. I'm gonna, you know, so we're working, like, you know, doing the differential and all this stuff. You know, Lamborghinis, they are intend to be a little bit more hectic to work on, but you know, there's no car too big, there's no car too small for us. You know, we do everything here. So you know, just stay tuned for the other side, you know, from me doing this side, you know. So I'm gonna go do the next side, you know, all the way up in the differential, you know. So this is where I'm at, you know, right now. Yeah, so we do this side, you know, and in a little bit we're gonna have to reseal it, you know. So we're just working along and going along just to make sure we get this back and get up on the road quick and fast. My customer stated that he wanted this to you know, to go from he have a car show on Sunday, so you know, this is what we're doing. Try to get it out as fast as possible. You know, we order these seals. You can look in my description if you wanna, you know, order any parts for your Lambo, and you know, I will send you the information. There's gonna be a link in there for you to click, you know, where we buy this part, and you know, for do it yourself, and you know, just to get by. Because I was looking up on the you know, on the web, just to see if anyone have any thing about rebuilding a differential on one of these, and I haven't seen one. So I'm doing this one, so you know, somebody trying to do it, they can see how you know, how to get it done. This is the coning section of the differential when you remove the axle. There is 2 bolts here that you use to get it out. I remove all these. You know, you have 10 bolts around it, remove it, and then you use the 2 pry. You're not prying this because you will damage the differential. You just screw the bolt inside of it and you tug it out. It's like a pulling bolts right here, 2 10 bolts, and you know, it just come right out. It was a little bit tight, so you have to, you know, just take your time, because there's shims behind here, and you don't want to damage these shims, because those are the shims that really cone the differential. So you know, you just make sure, you know, to be careful with these shims right here, because they're shimmed inside here, and you call that the cone shims. Make the differential don't lock up, can't be too tight, because they measure it and top by toe. So when they do the toe, they shim it, individual shim on each, you know, each little time they shim it. So you know, versus you damage all this differential, just, you know, take your time and do it right, you know. So that's what we do here. Make sure everything is up to par. So you know, stay tuned for the other side.